Alright, so this is gonna be part 4 to what if Deku had Ghost Rider's powers. So last I left off is that it was the end of the second day, I believe, where Alma they did the heroes vs villains. So now I'm on the USJ arc, USJ. So Deku wakes up in the morning, gets ready, he gets ready to go to school. He gets to class, and he sees everyone, and who he's surprised, but not so surprised to see, Bakugo. He actually took his offer up, and he says, Bakugo, you actually stayed. Yes. Well, don't worry. I'm gonna beat you next time. And Deku just says, hey, you may never know. Aizawa comes to the door and says, everyone quiet down. Today we're gonna have a special field trip. He says, everyone's get excited. He says, oh wow, where are we going? He says, we're gonna do battle training. I mean, rescue training. Um, well, I surely did forget the full thing of it. I know it's called USJ, so I'm just calling it USJ. He says, so we're going to the USJ. It's gonna have you with your rescue training. So he says, all right, everyone, get your hero suits, hero costumes on, and this is gonna teach you how to rescue with your hero costumes. So see whether they hold you back or you need any improvements. And it's like, oh, okay. Okay, so everyone has their hero costumes on. They all load up on a bus. And then they all leave. So after that, they're on the bus and they're all explaining like how different and similar people quirks are. Deku is in like the back, just chilling, and Froppy comes up and says, "Hey Midoriya, so you have two types of quirks, right?" Like, technically, yeah. So you have like a strength enhancement and like a transformation. It's like, yeah, pretty much. Like, how did you know, like, you can mix them together like that? Mix your quirks together like that? Says, well, it was kind of hard. I really had to control the second quirk that you see to match my body, you know? It was too powerful for my regular body to handle. It's like, oh, so you had to learn to use it. Yeah. And he says, yeah, and nothing, your second quirk kind of resembles All Might's quirk. What you mean, like the strength? Yeah, you're right about that. But like, everyone has similar type quirks to another. Like Todoroki, for example, he has a fire quirk and an ice quirk. So anyone here could have a fire quirk and it'd be similar to his. Like, yeah, you're sort of right about that. It says, and they all look at each other. They all look at Deku and says, well, he's technically the strongest kid here. He's the strongest kid in our class. And Todoroki heard this and he's technically offended by it, but he doesn't show that he's like hurt from that comment. So they reach the USJ and things are going roughly okay. They're explaining what the USJ is, and well, not everything went slightly. Did not go as planned. A black portal opens up at the center of the USJ, and as that happens, a whole group, like army of villains, just flow out of it, and after that, a guy, with hands, like very weird hands on his face, and another guy who was another big guy, like he was like bigger than normal. He didn't look human, and he looked more like a bird, like a buff man with a bird head. Pretty much how he looked, and his brain was exposed. And Shigaraki did his name. He says, "Hello, my name is Shigaraki, and I'm the one that's gonna be killing you all today." All the kids started to in fear, just like run in fear. But Deku calms them all down and says, "It's alright, everyone. Stay calm. Just stay together, and we'll be able to get out of this. We got Eraserhead. We got Mr. Aizawa to protect us, and we also got. How did I forget her name? I don't know. I don't even know how I forgot her name, but I forgot her name. I don't know. 13. I believe that's what her name was. 13. So we have 13 and Mr. Aizawa here. We should be okay. He says, okay, all right. So what you need us to do? Says, okay, Ida, you're the fastest one here. You should probably go and notify the heroes that there are villains. There are villains here. He says, okay, I got you, but how do I get out? Deku punches a hole in the wall and allows Ida to escape. Him knowing that they're probably gonna get transported or something like that, 'cause due to the third guy, the last third guy popping out, him being like a shadowy figure, but then the warp gate disappeared. So he estimated he took a wild guess that he's the guy with the freaking warp quirk. And so he decides. He says, "Okay, everyone." "Okay, everyone, just stay together." But uh, Kurogiri had different plans. He snuck up on them, and he ended up. Oh wait, yeah, John. So he ended up teleporting all of them to different locations. But Deku and them, they still got the same place and everything, so it's all okay. Boy, they ended up getting the same. They ended up transported to the same place. So after that, they ended up going in the uh Deku ended up going into the water. So he realized that they don't like they possibly that he thought in his head they may know that I have a fire quirk. That's the only way they're a flame type quirk. That's the only way they'll probably put me here, put me in this water type place. But he smiled. He says, "Well, my flames burn hotter than this one can burn hotter than this water." And he go activate his Ghost Rider form. Not his one, not with the one for all. He just activates Ghost Rider, and as he does that, his flame not activated yet either, and the heat is still emitting off of him. So technically, he's like boiling the water and everything. He sees these villains, and they just start rushing him, which was not a good idea for them. Their water pace, they was getting closer and closer, but they started to feel the heat, the temperature cook up, and they they didn't want to mess with him. So Deku took this opportunity to use his chains to latch on the boat, and he gets up there. He sees Froppy and Mineta, and he's like, "How are our quirks are gonna? How are they analyzing how their quirks work and everything?" And Deku powered down to his regular form. He says, "Well, like y'all all know, super strength, pretty much like that, and then transformation, heat and fire." Like okay, and she get the characteristics of a frog, and he can, and how our boy Mineta can shoot balls out of purple balls off his hands, but if he uses too much, he bleeds. So they it actually was kind of easier because well Deku can control how much he uses, and well all he did was just jump. He did was just grab them and jumped off the boat and ended up in right next to Aizawa. He didn't really get them decided to mess with the villains. He just wanted to get away as fast as he could. So as he get there, um, Sugar he sees the Nomu. Well, he puts down Mineta and Frappy, and they both go. He tells them to go over there next to Todoroki and Bakugo. They'll probably get you safe. And then he looks over and sees the Nomu beating crap. I was gonna say Shigaraki. That's I was gonna say Shigaraki. No, he sees the Nomu actually beating on Aizawa. Then he starts to get pissed, like angry, and like sparks start to flare up on his skull, and these sparks are very bright. They're like very bright sparks. So like everyone they can see it. Everyone that was left with Bakugo, Todoroki, Olino, they can all see that. And so the sparks were like they were like going blue, but then they were like going red. They were just sparking them up, and then like a different like it started making different color it was going violet and then purple and then blue and then red, like trying to balance itself out. But then Shigaraki ordered the Nomu to stop because Shigaraki started to get worried. So he said he ordered the Nomu to kill that kid over there. And the Deku is not in his Ghost Rider form technically, so the flames are just spiking on his face like himself right about now, and that's something you will probably be scared of too. A kid's face lit on fire. Anyway, he Shigaraki orders the Nomu to attack him. The Nomu, he ain't with that. He can tell something's up with this kid, but like anything, he has to obey his master. So as he did that, he rushed over to he rushed over to Deku, and well, let's just say Deku did not take kindly to that, and the flames just burst off of him, and the flames ended up bursting off of Deku and causing the Nomu to melt away. Just melt, just keep on melting. And Deku was actually having a firm grip on the Nomu, so like as he punched him, so he wasn't letting the Nomu go, and the Nomu just started screaming in pain and agony. Shigaraki was just terrified of how can this one little kid beat the Nomu. This Nomu was designed to kill All Might, and how can this kid kill the Nomu? And then Deku ends up his skin starts flaring off and everything. They like flicking off. They all seeing it. Shigaraki even seeing it, and he's just like dumbfounded. Like, what the hell is this child? Like, what is he? Is he even human? I don't really know. And Deku Deku, his face is fully, his skin just fully off skeleton. It's normal. But then this will come. It's like his flames. They're like blue. They're like blue, red, and mixed with purple. Like its main course is trying to create purple, but it itself is in itself is creating. Well, it's creating like purple, like a purple flame, and the flames are burning super bright, and like them flames are really hot, but like he can control his flames, but right now he's pissed, so he doesn't really care. And he activates one for all, and he has a demonic voice, and he shouts, one for all, hell burst. And just all sparks, like just all like colorful sparks just start flying off Deku, and everything just start burning from left and right. The Nomu is still screaming in pain from the flames, and Deku just pulls his hand back and says, "Purgatory, smash!" And he hits the Nomu dead in the chest, and the Nomu flies up. And right, this is 100% Deku Woodfrog mixed with some Ghost Rider powers and fire, so that when it flew into the atmosphere, my guy, that Nomu burned up. It got disintegrated. And then Shigaraki yelled, "Korigiri, warp us out of here." And he says, all right, and Korigiri was dealing with Bakugo, a way more pissed Bakugo, as I can say about that, and another pissed Todoroki, seeing Deku's strength, display his strength. And so Korigiri ends up getting away from them, and he teleported him and Shigaraki away. And so Aizawa is like, he's not as badly damaged, but he is damaged, hurting at this moment. Like, he needs medical attention, really, some real medical attention. So, Deku tries, and he goes over to Aizawa, and everyone is wondering, like, what is Deku planning to do? Them flames could probably kill him. As he try and touch Aizawa, and once he touch him, Aizawa started covering up like a bunch of like blue flames, but they see that Deku's skull and everything. It's like different, so I guess they all represent different kind of stuff, different kind of meanings. I guess the blue flames are healing, like they heal you. That's what's going on in the classmate's head, but no, it's just his ability, and that's the part. That's the angel part of him. That is like taking part, the healing part. That's taking part right now. So he decides, and then Aizawa is fully healed right now, but he's a little bit exhausted. He really did. He had to do overuse his quirk, had to deal with a monster. Yeah, that's just not that. That's not the goal. And so Deku ends up powering down all the way back to his normal state, and he looks over to his classmates, and they all looking at him with concern, like, "Is he? Are you okay?" And Deku says, "Yes, I'm okay." But we need to figure out a way to contact to make sure that this never happens again. Like, how does this even happen? How did they even know we were here? But all this actually happened way faster than the last time it happened, due to Deku's display of power and everything. It was just too overwhelming for Shigaraki and Inomu. So All Might wouldn't have got there like what 3 minutes after the situation has been handled, and he would see this, and he have a frown on the face still, even to right now. If there's at that moment, he like, well, at least all you kids are safe. And he praises Deku, saying that these kids are glad that you were here. And he then he tells All Might, says, I have to talk to you. I have to talk to you, All Might. After all this is over. He says, all right, sure, we could talk once we get back to the school. He says, okay. So what's actually happening right now is, oh crap, I forgot the principal. I'm just gonna, because I forgot his name too. The principal ends up asking Deku, "What did you kill?" He said, "What I just killed there wasn't human. It was not human." And he said, "Well, if it wasn't human, then you can't classify it as murder." So he's off the hook, and they tell him that they get a week off vacation. And that's where I'm gonna leave it off right now. Do